Dear friends, welcome to weekly view on markets. Markets were highly volatile during this week with good gains in the start of the week and fell sharply on Friday due to the tension between India and Pakistan after terrorist attack in Pulwama. Overall market gain during the week. Volatility is expected to continue in the coming week also. Charts have touched the resistance levels and from there a small correction has happened. Volatility index has gone up by 10.8% during this week as nervousness prevails among the investors after the terrorist attack. Indian response to the attack will create further volatility in the near term. It is highly unpredictable how the market will behave if there is a strong response from Indian government on the terrorist attack. So investors need to be cautious in the near term. Nifty closed at 24,039 with gain of 187 points during this week. Bank Nifty closed at 54,664 with a small gain of 373 points for the full week. Bank Nifty gained a lot in the beginning of the week, but also it fell sharply on Thursday and Friday. Mid cap index closed at 53,570 with a gain of 912 points, that is a gain of 1.73%. Small cap index also gained 0.83%, closed at 16,547. India Wix has again gone up by 10%, it is at 17.15. Now let us look at different sectors. Most of the sector have gained or they have consolidated, and a few sectors have ended up in the red during this week. Information technology sector gained 6.56%, auto sector gained around 2.9%, realty sector, pharma sector, manufacturing, metals, oil and gas sector all gained around 1%. Healthcare, energy, commodities, PSU banks, private banks all consolidated with less than 1% gain. Media stocks lost around 2%. Consumer durables, public sector stocks, infrastructure all were consolidating with small losses. Now let us look at technical charts. This is the daily chart of Nifty. I had drawn these resistance level previous week. As we can see around these levels, the market is facing some resistance and also it corrected on Friday. So we'll have to see. It is very difficult to predict what is going to happen next week. So it all depends on what kind of response is there from Indian government on the terrorist attacks. This is a chart of Nifty mid cap index. Mid cap index faced resistance at around 55,500 levels. From there, we have seen a sharp correction, and we'll have to wait and watch for further action. This is a chart of Nifty small cap index. Small cap index also faced resistance at around 17,000 levels, which was the resistance line which I had drawn in the previous week. And from there, it has consolidated for 2 days and then corrected on Friday. So we have to wait for the next week how the events are going to pan out. That will determine the market direction. This is the chart of Bank Nifty. Bank Nifty has shown extreme strength in the previous week, and by the end of the week, it started correcting after hitting all-time high. It has crossed the previous high, and Bank Nifty has hit all-time high. After that, there is a correction. We'll have to wait for the events to unfold in the coming week. That will have a big impact on. Now, let us look at some of the macroeconomic fundamentals of the market. RBI forex reserves is up by 8.3 billion US dollars. It is at 686.14 billion US dollars. Foreign exchange rate is at 85.38. It's quite stable during this week. Dollar index is also stable at around 99.25. And crude price is at $67.96 per barrel. Gold price hit all-time high. It crossed 1 lakh at some point of time and closed at 98,210 for 10 grams, 24 carats. So more and more uncertainty is appearing on the global markets, and that is what is taking the gold price to the higher levels. FIIs continue to buy. During this week, they bought 17,796 crore, and DII bought 1,131 crores in equity during this week. Continued FII buying and DII buying is giving good support to the market. Despite the volatility and the events, the underlying strength is there and buying support is there at lower levels by the institutional investors. So that will give good support to the Indian markets. Market was volatile due to the tensions between India and Pakistan post the terrorist attack in Pulwama, and volatility on this account is likely to continue in the coming week also. So that is why this week I have not tried to predict the market direction because these events are having much more impact on the market than anything else. So we'll have to wait and watch, and investors and traders need to be cautious, and they should avoid taking huge positions ahead of such kind of event. So this is all for this week. If you like my video, please subscribe to my channel. You can refer to your friends. You can ask your questions. We will meet again next week. Thank you.